Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, March 25th, 2014. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, area housing authorities are receiving money from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. 2 Coffee County residents are part of the first TBI Child Protective Service Investigator Training Academy class. More than 16,000 Tennessee taxpayers are due refunds from 2010. We'll talk to incumbent candidate in the Coffee County General Sessions judge race. And we'll take you to Lanham Library's Geek Week in Tullahoma. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
I like big trucks and I cannot lie. You Chevy owners can't deny.
Trent, what's going on here?
It's truck month at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Yes!
And not only do we have the largest selection of new Silverados and Sierras, we also have a huge selection of pre-owned trucks. And for the month of March, receive a free bedliner with the purchase of any truck.
We're stacking the trucks deep and we're selling them cheap.
Check out all our trucks at stanmcnabb.com or come visit us today. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Come to Jim Oliver's Smokehouse in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee, your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 21 log and timber frame cabins. Enjoy the romantic fireplace and jacuzzi tub. Get more information and book a reservation at thesmokehouse.com.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
You can see it in his swagger. You can see it in his swagger. He a boss, you can see it in his swag. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
Welcome back. Area housing authorities will be receiving money from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Secretary Sean Donovan recently announced the award of nearly $1.8 billion to public housing authorities in all 50 states, as well as the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Tennessee is set to receive some $48 million. The grants are to be used to make large-scale improvements to the nation's 1.1 million public housing units. The grants are provided through HUD's Capital Fund program, which provides annual funding to approximately 3,100 public housing authorities to build, repair, renovate, and or modernize the public housing in their communities. These housing authorities use the funding to do large-scale improvements such as replacing roofs or making energy-efficient upgrades to replace old plumbing and electrical systems. Area housing authorities receiving funds include Tullahoma, who will get $294,000, Manchester gets $81,000, Shelbyville $556,000, McMinnville $577,000, Franklin County $319,000, and Fayetteville gets $363,000.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation hosted graduation ceremonies last week for the first class of graduates from the Child Protective Service Investigator Training Academy. The ceremony was held at the headquarters of the TBI. Tullahoma Police Investigator Harry Conway and Coffee County Children's Advocacy Director Joyce Prusak were among the graduates of the first class. The CPS Investigator Training Academy was developed in collaboration with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and the Tennessee Department of Children's Services. The CPS Investigator Training Academy was designed specifically for Child Protective Service investigators. The Academy is a non-consecutive 3-week program focusing on how to conduct thorough investigations. The Academy began in November 2013, and it is anticipated that all CPS investigators will complete training through 2016. To ensure the Academy meets the needs of the investigators, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation spent time shadowing the Department of Children's Services investigators in both urban and rural regions across Tennessee. The courses are evidence-based and provide DCS investigators with the knowledge and tools to do their job efficiently and effectively. Some of the classes provided were courses on human trafficking, the Tennessee Sex Offender Registry, medical evaluation of child sexual abuse, conflict management, and case file documentation and presentation.
The Internal Revenue Service says more than 16,000 Tennesseans who didn't file their tax returns in 2010 are due refunds totaling more than $12.8 million. The IRS says those who are owed refunds have a deadline of April 15th to file their 2010 tax return in order to collect the money. There is no penalty for filing late for a refund. However, in order to get the money, taxpayers have 3 years to file a return to claim a refund. Nationwide, more than 900,000 people who did not file a tax return in 2010 are due almost $760 million in refunds. If the refund is not claimed within the 3-year window, the money becomes the property of the U.S. Treasury.
The city of McMinnville has fired the city's fire chief. Keith Martin had been on the job for less than a year, and the firing comes after the city council asked for the chief's resignation just 6 months ago. Some McMinnville firefighters say Martin had banned them from eating breakfast at work, dining out, and watching TV before 5 p.m. Some also complained about not being allowed to use their personal computers and cell phones while at work. Critics of the city's decision point out that Martin was simply doing his job. City ordinances say that employees are to use no personal electronic devices on duty. In addition to the electronic device ordinance, the fire chief seemed to be enforcing policies that came directly from the city. The city manager had stressed employees' no eat out policy at the direction of the mayor and board of mayor and aldermen.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment.
The Russell Barnett Ford family has over 300 vehicles in inventory, both new and pre-owned. With vehicles starting as low as $29.95, along with rebates and incentives up to $10,000, you will not need to look any further than the Russell Barnett Ford family. Surrounded by great attitudes and even better prices, we want to save you time and money. So look no further than Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Have you met your perfect match? It's here at Merle Norman. With over 190 shades, 13 formulas, and 4 finishes, we'll help you select the one that's just right for you. Ask for your free foundation check today. Merle Norman, made in the USA. Visit your nearest Merle Norman Cosmetics studio for your personalized service.
Waiting around for things other people get right away just doesn't make much sense. Get high-speed Charter internet and enjoy downloads way faster than DSL.
And welcome back. As we continue to look toward the May County elections, Jim spoke with incumbent Coffee County Sessions Court Judge Jerry Ledsinger, who is seeking re-election to a 3rd term.
Ladies and gentlemen, in our coverage of the political races coming up in May, we refocus on the Coffee County General Judge's court race, and today we're speaking to the incumbent Judge Jerry Ledsinger. Jerry, tell us a little bit about, you've been in this job for quite some time now. How long have you been the judge here?
I started in 1998. This is 16th year.
16th year. Tell us a little bit about your personal life, Jerry, about your education and your family and such.
All right. When I was a teenager, I began to question what I was going to do the remainder of my life, and one of the questions I had to ask and answer myself, am I my brother's keeper? That comes, of course, from the Bible, but I was applying it to my own life, and I determined that yes was the answer for me, so I began to go to school, and I went to college at Union University in Jackson, Memphis State University, got a master's there in education, then later to law school. Different doors opened up during my life, but all during my life, from the very day I graduated from college on, I've been involved directly or indirectly with juveniles in some way, through court and or otherwise, young people. And then I became, of course, a judge in 1998 after having worked for 18 years with Buck Ramsey in the DA's office, and also Mickey Lane. Mickey was the last DA when I was there. And then one thing led to another. Here I am as a judge and been there for a while. Like it. I've enjoyed it. I don't know what my reputation is out in the community. That's for other people to determine, or the character that I present. But a lot of people that come to court tell me that you're a caring judge. And I've learned that that's very important with lawyers, with almost anybody that does anything involving people. So I hope that that applies to me. I've been told that several times. And I've also developed a great deal of patience through the years. A lot of people have commented, I don't see how you have the patience to sit there and listen to this case that long, but I don't have any problem with that. The biggest problem that I've had as a judge has been determining what right is. Most of doing right is easy, but sometimes cases get pretty close. We have civil cases, we have cases that involve all kinds of crimes, we have child support case and juvenile delinquent cases from time to time, although there's another judge that helps with some of this. So that's basically what I've been doing for several years now. I've learned that patience comes with I guess maturity or wisdom or whatever. I hope I have a little of that anyway, but I've developed a great deal of patience, and it's really not any difficulty for me to sit there and listen to rather lengthy cases, and I take extensive notes because of the two senses at work, hearing as well as writing down. I want to make sure I remember everything I possibly can. Yesterday in church I was thinking about the fact that it's not good to, according to this verb, this statement in Proverbs, it's not good to be partial to the wicked or to deprive the innocent of justice. Found that in my Sunday school lesson yesterday, and I thought of that, and I thought, well, that's very good, and that's kind of a guide that I've had for most of my life.
You've, I know, been very much involved in your community, and your wife, Janet, is from this area. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Yes, we have three children. Janet has retired from the probation and parole people in the Department of Correction for the state of Tennessee. She worked there for 42 years, I believe it was. Chesley and his daughter, Ben, son, and another daughter named Christy. Christy is a music teacher up at East Coffee Elementary School. Chesley is a physical therapist. She works at the Life Care Center part-time. Her husband is Dr. Marcus Lee. Ben is married to Dr. Erin King. She's a veterinarian. And Ben works out at AEDC as a programmer.
You've spent pretty much all your life involved in the justice system, Judge Les Singer. Tell our audience why you think they should vote for you in this upcoming election.
Basically, I have the experience that helps me to do, I think, what's right. Now, I'm not saying that I've always done what's right. I believe I have. I've listened to the information given to me through evidence and made the best determination that I could. I had a case this morning where it involved some young people with orders of protection and very difficult situations that they were in. But I believe that all 6 of them, it's 3 different groups, walked out much more satisfied than they were when they went in there. This, I think, helps me to do the job. It's much easier now to do than it used to be because of the experience that I've accumulated through the years. I'm strongly inclined, strongly motivated to help people wherever they are. take them at their situation, try to develop them and bring them into a happier, more satisfied, more productive life, more satisfied with themselves and more productive as far as the society is concerned, as well as their family.
And if you're a candidate for a county office in our viewing area and would like to do a brief interview on News Leader on 6, let us know. We'll do our best to schedule you sometime over the next few weeks. Stay with us, more News Leader on 6 is coming up.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Some people think that pressing their on-demand button will cost money or make their house explode or something. Of course, neither of these things is true. On-demand is just a way to access thousands of free movies and TV shows. The code to blow up a house is actually channel up, channel down, 2*77.
On demand, thousands of free movies and TV shows on your schedule, and nothing bad.
Welcome back. The Coffee County Public Library in Tullahoma celebrated Geek Week during spring break with a screening of the latest Star Wars cartoon television show, The Clone Wars, and some visitors from outer space. John Gray was there and brings us this report.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Coffee County Lanham Memorial Library today for an event that's taking place, and I think we're going to go into outer space with Star Wars. Here comes one of the characters out right now. Yep.
No pictures, no pictures.
No pictures. Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. And this is the X-Wing fighter here that is at the library today. And this is provided by the Markham family. This was created at Microcraft several years ago. A mock model of a X-Wing fighter.
You care to make my picture there?
On top of you know.
And this is a warrior standing next to the fighter right here. And here are several more characters coming down through here. Y'all gonna battle today?
Not today, not unless we find any of the separatists.
Yeah, those are hard to find.
I'm looking for a fight.
Good looking guys here. Good looking guys here. Where you guys from?
Nashville?
Yeah. Nashville.
It's a lot closer.
Actually, Nashville.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you meant. You got a house.
Look at
All right. Star Wars is happening at the Coffee County Library here in Tullahoma.
It's time for the gentleman at the television station for a moment.
Oh, sure.
All right, what's happening at the library this morning?
We are having a Star Wars Day today. We're so excited about it.
And who are you?
I'm Sharon Edwards. I'm the children's librarian here.
Children's librarian. And
Yes.
where did you get these wonderful space cadets here?
They're
fresh from the Death Star.
Can't go home again now, can
They're members of the 501st. They volunteer to dress up in movie-grade costumes and come and do charity work. And I think that's
wonderful.
amazing. And so they're here to help us geek the library.
All right, so you're going to have a reading session or something like storytelling?
We're going to do a screening of the Clone Wars at 1:30, and so everyone can watch it. And we have an X-Wing out there donated by the Markham family, and so people can sit in it and have their picture made. So we're just celebrating all things science fiction this week as part of our spring break program, which was space. So,
wonderful. That is a great thing. Thank you so much for what you do.
Oh, thanks.
And guys, you are looking great. I'll tell you that. Wonderful job.
Yay!
You know, if you forget how wonderful the library is, folks, you need to stop by because you never can tell what kind of great things are going to happen here. And here come some of the visitors here. Look at this. There's Darth Vader right there. Looking good, gang.
You want to go back here?
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Desiree, who will remind us about the piping on the green coming up at the Celtic Cup. Kat Murray will bring a couple of her dancers for the annual performance of His Story, and we'll find out what Shelbyville's Chamber of Commerce has been up to. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with more News Leader on 6.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
Mom?
She's on the phone. She's on the phone.
Hi. So I have some news. I wanted to call you first. We found out what we're gonna have today. We're having a boy. I know.
Let it all in with Charter Phone and get unlimited nationwide calling.
Welcome back. The deadline for filing your income tax is fast approaching, so it's time to organize all those receipts you've been sticking in a drawer for the past year. Tonight, we'll take a look at how itemizing your medical and dental expenses could reduce your liability or increase your refund.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I work for the Internal Revenue Service. If you have medical or dental expenses, you may be able to deduct some of them on your tax return. Keep in mind, you'll need to itemize your deductions in order to do this. In other words, if you fill out one of the short forms, either a 1040A or 1040EZ, you won't be able to claim any of these expenses. There are two things you need to do to figure out whether you can claim any of your medical and dental expenses. First, add up all of your medical and dental expenses. You may include expenses you paid for yourself, your spouse, or a dependent, such as your child. Be sure to count any medical expense you paid throughout the year. Usually what counts is the date you paid an expense, not the date when the medical service was received. Expenses that qualify include co-payments and unreimbursed amounts for prescriptions, doctor visits, and procedures. You can also include some insurance premiums, medical supplies, medical-related mileage, and transportation costs. Second, you need to see if your total expenses are more than a certain threshold amount. For most people, that amount is 10% of your adjusted gross income. If they are, you may deduct the portion of your expenses that exceeds 10%. Now, are you 65 or older? If so, there's a special lower threshold amount that applies to senior citizens. You may deduct total medical expenses that exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income through the year 2016. If you're married and only one of you is 65 or older, you may still deduct total medical expenses that exceed 7.5% of your income through 2016. Whether you're 65 or not, be sure to keep all your receipts. Find out more about what expenses qualify in our Publication 502, which is called Medical and Dental Expenses. Download it at irs.gov.
We'll be right back with your weather forecast. Stay with us.
The final countdown has begun on the remaining 2013s at Russell Barnett Kia. With only a few left in inventory, these deals are amazing. Check out this 2013 Kia Sportage, yours today for $21,500 or $349 a month. That's incredible. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down to Russell Barnett Kia and let us show you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
For the past 32 years, we've had an amazing Register of Deeds, Miss Ellen Vaughn. Miss Vaughn has announced her retirement and will be leaving soon. We're going to miss her professionalism and kindness. I'm Tracy Hirschman-Weibert, candidate for the office. I know these are some big shoes to fill. My education and experience has now brought me to this place and time where I'm asking you for your vote for Coffee County Register of Deeds. Let's keep a good thing going.
Vote Weibert indeed, Coffee County's most qualified.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weekly, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1929 at 85 degrees. The record low was in 1968 at 19 degrees. The average high on this day is 64 and the average low is 40. Tonight, look for cloudy and windy weather with a low of around 20. Sunny weather in the forecast for Wednesday with a high of 49 and a low of 33. Partly cloudy weather on tap for Thursday with a high of 58 and a low of 53.
Boy, Jim, it seems like winter's just not done with us yet.
It just won't go away, and I'm ready for it. We've already crossed over into spring. It needs to be gone.
I agree.
That's our Newsday report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.